One Piece episode 1161. Luffy just got to the underworld of Elbaf. Luffy met a chain giant over there. The giant's name was Loki. He said he is also the sun god of Elbaf. Luffy felt happy after seeing Loki. Loki was confused, but Luffy ran towards him. He jumped on his legs. Luffy was expressing his happiness. Luffy was talking plenty. Loki got angry because he refused to allow him to talk too. Loki screamed out of anger. His scream went through the forest. It drew the attention of some forest beasts. When things settled, Loki told Luffy he has been chained for 6 years. He felt weak because the chain is made of sea prism stone. Luffy sat down. He proposed a deal to Luffy. "If you unchain me, I will wipe out any pirate group you want," Loki said. Luffy noticed something from the woods, so he sat upright. Noise of footsteps came out of the forest. The forest beasts caught sight of them. Trees collapsed as they advanced. Loki explained to Luffy that only sinners are dropped down to be devoured. Luffy stood up to get a proper view. Luffy felt the beasts as they moved forward. All the giants appeared facing Luffy. Loki told him to accept the deal if he wanted to be saved. He gave a scary smile. Luffy was still smiling instead of being scared. Luffy spotted masked persons. They noticed it was just a kid, so they drew closer. They wanted to rob Luffy, but Loki warned them, only if they could separate him from the beasts. Luffy stepped towards the beasts. The beasts screamed at Luffy. They understood the situation, and they settled for leftovers. Luffy overheard one calling Shanks' name. They all turned back. Luffy asked what they said. They noticed the beasts were playing with Luffy. Loki saw the situation and wanted to know what that little was. Luffy approached Loki. Luffy asked if Shanks came to Elbaf. Loki was surprised. He knew Shanks. He answered yes and called Shanks a cowardly pirate. Luffy got angry. Gear 4. He fired a punch. Loki dodged partially. The guys in suits shivered, observing what Luffy did. The beasts were also terrified. He pulled his hand back and got ready for second round. Loki confessed and said he was joking. Luffy then relaxed back to Gear 1. Loki screamed the fight was unfair. He is chained. Luffy told Loki not to insult Shanks again, and even called him a fool. Luffy asked Loki what brought Shanks to Elbaf. Loki was furious but started smiling all of a sudden. Loki said information is not for free. He will have to unchain him first. Usopp shaking while Nami and Chopper passed by. Nami told him to be a man. Usopp told Chopper to give him a ride. Zoro told Chopper to ignore him. Zoro noticed something. The floor started vibrating hard. The whole bridge started shaking. "It's a giant coming," Usopp said. "It was struck by lightning," Usopp said. Nami turned back to be sure. Smoke faded off. "It is the same giant," Nami and Chopper screamed. Usopp moved left and noticed more giants. Zoro said he had to cut them quick. Usopp told him to hold on. They could be the master's friends. Usopp suggested they run. Zoro was not satisfied but just ran anyway. They all ran. A giant just brought down a beast. He and his partner celebrated. The giant pirate ship. Brook prepared Robin to cut her hair. Everyone sat quietly. Vegapunk Lilith was like, "Wow, Brook just finished his job." He was scared Robin might not like it. Robin felt her hair. Bonnie brought her a mirror. Robin checked her face. Bonnie said she is cute. Jinbe backed her up. Brook wondered how she felt. She smiled. She said, "It's cute, thanks Brook." Brook lost it after. Dory wondered what was going on. Robin looked at the sky and remembered her past. They finally made it to Elbaf. All the crew was happy. A girl was running for help at the seaside. Thanks for watching. One Piece episode 1161 ends here.